Alright, this is Weapon X Reacts, and we're back with another video, and this is going to be a review of Stalker. This film right here really has to be one of Andrei Tarkovsky's best films, and it's even one of the weirdest movies I have ever seen in my life. One thing that I like about this movie is its cinematography, because it really creates this dark and hypnotic atmosphere that we don't see in movies anymore. And it also feels like you're watching a dream. The sound in this movie is just amazing, bro. Because when the characters walk through water, you can hear every single step. Honestly, Andrei Tarkovsky, he created a world that is so immersive and legendary. It's not just the cinematography that makes this film good. It's also its performances, especially from the guy that played the writer. His character was entertaining to watch, but there was a little hint of tragedy in him. And that goes the same with the Stalker. The guy that played him, he did a great job. Also, these characters, they all represent different emotions of humanity. Because that's just how good this film is. The Stalker represents faith. The writer represents intellectualism. And the scientist, I'm not sure yet, but you will understand when you watch the film. I am going to explain the hidden meaning of the zone in this film. So basically, the film describes the zone as an area where people chase their deepest desires. And the consequences are, they die. I think it's supposed to be a commentary on humanity and how we are so obsessed with our greed that we let it control us. And also, the three men, they go there to chase their desires. Like, the Stalker, his desire is redemption, while the writer's desire is intuition. Well, the scientist desire is knowledge. I am going to explain the opening scene of this film. So first off, we see a shot of a door opening slowly. Then we see a shot of characters in a bed. And then a character gets out of the bed to make himself some coffee. And his wife comes in and talks to him. And then the man gets angry, then walks out of the house. And then after that, we see a scene of the wife on the floor crying. I'm not gonna lie, the woman that played the wife, she gave an amazing performance, and her emotion felt real and intense. Then, after the crying scene, then we see the world of this film colored in a dark yellow. I really like this because this perfectly describes the Stalker's main motivation. It was to find redemption in himself. That's why his character is so tragic. Because he felt like he disrespected his wife, and his wife doesn't deserve him. That really gives an emotional response from the viewer. This is one of the best films ever made. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna show you the writer's monologue scene. And do you know what I like about it? Is that it perfectly describes his character. And it's even a commentary on the media. Because they will gobble up everything. They don't give a damn about you.
Еще эксперимент. Эксперименты, факты, истина в последней инстанции. Факт вообще не бывает, а уж здесь и подавно. Здесь все кем-то выдумано. Все это чья-то идиотская выдумка. Неужели вы не чувствуете? А вам, конечно, до зарезу нужно знать, чья. Да почему? Что толку от ваших знаний? Чья совесть от них заболит? Моя? У меня нет совести. У меня есть только нервы. Обругает какая-нибудь сволочь рано. Другая сволочь похвалит еще рано. Душу вложишь, сердце свое вложишь, сожрут и душу, и сердце. Мерзость вылишь из души, жрут мерзость. Они же все поголовно грамотные. У них у всех сенсорное голодание. И все они клубятся вокруг. Журналисты, редакторы, критики, бабы какие-то непрерывные. И все требуют, давай, давай. Какой из меня к черту писатель, если я ненавижу писать? Если для меня это мука, болезненное, постыдное занятие, что-то вроде выдавливания геморроя. Ведь я раньше думал, что от моих книг кто-то становится лучше. Да не нужен я никому. Я сдохну, а через 2 дня меня забудут и начнут жрать кого-нибудь другого. Ведь я думал, переделать их, а переделали это меня по своему образу и подобию. Раньше будущее было только продолжением настоящего, а все перемены маячили где-то там, за горизонтами. А теперь будущее слилось в настоящее. Разве они готовы к этому? Они ничего не желают знать, они только жрут. Ну и весело. Боже мой, да теперь вы 100 лет жить будете.
Do you see what I meant earlier in this video? Also, these characters, they're all well written and they all have their own motivation. Like for the writer, it's more personal. Bro, the behind the scenes of this movie is actually insane. And here is what you have to know. It's that this movie killed its actors and its director. I think maybe it was because of the environment that this movie was set in. And it had something to do with toxic water! I'm gonna show you the score that Rotten Tomatoes gave this film. For the critics, it's 100%, and for the audience, it's 92%. This just shows you what an absolute masterpiece this movie is. And I totally recommend you watch this film. And it's definitely an experience you will never forget. This is cinematic meditation at its best. I'm going to break down the plot of this film. So a guide helps a writer and a professor to infiltrate a restricted area called the Zone. Paying no heed to the dangers which lay ahead, they proceed towards the room in order to fulfill their desires. This movie is trippy as fuck. Andrei Tarkovsky's directing of this film was just legendary, and it even proves that he was one of the best filmmakers out there. Go watch this film once in your life. You're not gonna miss it. One of the best things about this movie is its soundtrack. And it really fits the dark and atmospheric tone of this film.
I would. Huh? Yeah. Who said that? I said that I would. I don't think. Well, no. I'm just
What an amazing soundtrack. It really is that good. I am really starting to think that this movie predicted the events that happened in Chernobyl. I mean, look at the world of this film. It's like a barren wasteland that's destroyed by nuclear destruction. I am going to explain the ending of this film. So the Stalker's son, Monkey, we now know that he can control things with his mind. And an example is shown where he is moving a glass with his mind. This is a great ending to a great film. Definitely one of the best Russian movies ever made. Also, in conclusion, this film was amazing. And it's also a masterpiece in every way a film can be. And it's even made in a year where movies were fun and entertaining. And they didn't push any woke nonsense in there. Because it looks like foreign countries, it looks like they really give a damn about entertaining you. And not pushing their own woke agendas every single time. Because we're seeing it in Hollywood right now. Like, look at the Mufasa the Lion King trailer. That one got ratioed to the point where it just doesn't matter anymore. Reject Hollywood. Reject the bullshit they throw at you. And start watching actually good content that's made by people that care about you. Also, anyway, that's all I got for today. Go away now. And always remember, strike back like a weapon against wokeness.